In this video, we are at Goodwood for the Retro Rides Weekender. So looking forward to this. This opening scene is kind of typical of what you'll see here. You'll see slammed and modified stuff. You'll see big, chunky stuff, entirely stock stuff, very modified stuff. So let's go and have a bit of a nose around. So starting here, third generation Honda Accord. Got lovely original dealer plates, headlamp wiper moments, a fabulous looking car. Oh, we've got to zoom in on the headlamp wiper. There we go. But they're just a beautiful car. I especially love the rear styling. This has got the four-wheel anti-lock brakes. So quite advanced stuff. Some of these could be had with four-wheel steering as well. In fact, we've got a four-wheel steering Honda Prelude next to it. And that'll be Scott Andrews' Datsun 140 over here. Oh, Rorty Vauxhall Astra here. Astra Belmont. That is looking, yeah, I'm enjoying that. That's nice. But yeah, this is Scott's Datsun 140Y Coupe. Fantastic metallic brown with a slightly silly exhaust. Just the merest hint of Bose Suzuki going on. But yeah, lovely. And this looks like Andrew Eves' Datsun 120Y Estate, which is a left hooker. I know he drives this all over the country, delivering Datsun parts to people in need. So quite the character. But I think we'd better look at the Fords before Miss HubNut explodes. So, that's technically a Mark II Orion, I guess, based on the Mark IV Escort. And a nice little XR2 here as well.
Better than the one we saw the other day.
Yeah.
I've already seen, I think, the lowest car.
Right, let's have a prowl, because there's other cars I recognise. No, keep coming. Just come with me. Ah. Well, I recognise this Metro. I seem to remember someone posting about this Metro. It's a City X. It's got Mark 1 MG pepper pots on it. But that's quite nice. Typically we just walk straight past a Porsche 911 as if it's not there. But that's just my preference. And there's that is hard slamming right there. Look at that. I'm going to assume that's air ride under there.
That's very stock, isn't it?
Oh, very stock. Yeah, just how it came out of the factory. Oh, look at this. That's an Laurel, I think. Wow. Look at the carburetors. Three enormous. Are they what make are they? I'm struggling to see. My eyes don't work well enough. Oh, they are Webers. Yeah, twin choke Webers. Whoa, that must sound magnificent.
Ford.
Yeah.
This has been shipped over, hasn't it?
Yep, that's a big old American Ford. A Ford LTD. Oh, I think you've got to go in and have a look at that interior. That's magnificent. Look at that. Oh wow. Yeah, that's impressive. It's a very low BMW here. Yeah, but it's quite an early one. But that is some serious
interior
slam.
matches.
Yeah, it does. Oh, and the window's open. Going in. Lovely nardy wheel there.
I think it is.
Oh my gosh, there's a Honda Z600. Follow me. That's nice. Early Metro. Ah, a Rambler. Yeah, we have got Mazda. So another Mark III Escort. I can see Miss HubNut is fixating on. Mitsubishi Colt, but look at the Honda Z600. So very similar to the N600 I drove fairly recently.
I'm breathing in so much.
So we've got a screaming little air-cooled engine in the front. Mini HubNut might be getting quite excited at this point.
I'm breathing in so much fume.
And we're only just getting started, really. Clan Crusader here, Fiat Coupe. It's not the famous one, but it is a Clan Crusader, Lancia Fulvia Coupe. I can see a Mustang. Yeah. No. It's an escort van. What's exciting about escort vans? Okay. Sorry, Miss HubNut. Right, I wanted to bring you over here because not only have we got the Mustang here in Mach 1 form, we've got the car it inspired, which is the Toyota Celica liftback. Now you can see just how apparent it is that this car was inspired by that one. So this is like a baby Mustang in so many ways. I think this is an RA25, I could be wrong on that. When I was editing Retro Japanese magazine, the thing I learned most is that I don't know as much as I wish I did. Vauxhall Carlton GSI 3000, has it got the digital dash? Oh, I think it has. I think it's got the digital dashboard on it. Very racy looking seats. Oh no, for sale. £8,500. Over here, a very slammed Jaguar XJ6. Now it's on a Y plate, which would suggest it's a Series 3, and it's got a Series 3 roofline, but it's had the Series 1 front end sort of grafted onto it by the look of it. That's quite interesting. Little Glanzer here, the Hotter Starlet. Beautiful BMW M3, but then an equally beautiful Peugeot 205 and a Volkswagen Scirocco. So let's go and look at those. Yep, quite agree. That's a beautiful colour. Ah, so this is a 205 GT, also for sale. I think the wheels look a bit oversized for my liking. And then if we swing around, we've got some hot Vauxhall action, some hot headlamp wiper action as well. So we've got an Opel Manta, also sold as a Vauxhall Cavalier. BMW 8 Series. But I'm loving the Mark III Cavalier SRI as well. So double the headlamp wiper joy.
I want to see a car that is basically on the ground. That's one
Oh,
thing I want to see.
Suzuki Cappuccino. I tested one of these in Australia where I almost died because it was so hot. But tiny, ridiculously tiny. We should use Miss HubNut for scale. Please go and stand next to this
Oh,
car.
I'm taller than this one.
Yeah.
I'm taller than something.
So there you go. That's how tiny a Suzuki Cappuccino is. It's even tinier than Miss HubNut. More tiny Japanese fun with this Suzuki K-Works. That's hilarious. I'm liking it a lot. Another Fulvia Coupe. Yeah, you can go back to camera. We've got a really nice Mark II Cortina here.
Look at that, Mr. Bean.
So we are doing the contrasts quite nicely here.
Look at that, Mr. Bean's mini.
Yeah. Some very modified minis. Oh, beige Lada. And notice how there were people gathered around this Ferrari, but only because they're taking photos of a Ford Mustang. That's what I love about this show. So here we are. I mean, these were cars that raced on track, even places like Goodwood here, against each other in time. We've got the Lotus Cortina Mark 1 and the Ford Mustang. Just crazy times. There's a big old Lincoln if you spin around here. Very nice. Next to a Daihatsu Charade GTTI. Yeah, that's really nice. Twin cam 12 valve 3-cylinder. Whoa. So next to this Jaguar XJS and a posh frock, or Aston Martin DB7, we've got a Nissan 300 ZX Z31 that we saw on our way in yesterday. Should probably have a look inside. Yep. Oh yeah, it's displaying the T-bar roof. Look at the dials. All of the orange. All of it.
That's very orange.
Very orange. And then next to it, Rover ST1. So this is a Datsun 280Z that Mini HubNut wouldn't let us walk past without videoing. The 280Z was American market only. We got the 260. The 280 was because they needed a bigger engine because of the emission regulations, I think. And then there was the later 280ZX that we did get here. But a bit of contrast. Look, we've got entirely bog standard Ford Cortina. I don't even know what that is. Toyota Chaser or something along those lines, perhaps. But yeah, look at this utterly bog standard Ford Cortina. Yeah, I remember going on holiday in one of these with vinyl seats, and it was unpleasant. And we completely missed the FE Victor. Yeah, what a colour. This is delightful. Mark 1 Volkswagen Polo. A reminder that I can't remember when I last saw one. Lovely condition. It's got a backflash going on as well. And some fantastic patination. I don't think you could really fake that paint effect. Lovely raised digit number plates. Yum, yum, yum.
Lovely contrast of green and brown.
Yeah, green and brown. It's all the 70s in one car. Right, let's go and look at some very silly vehicles. The Lincoln Continental is a fascinating car. This is a four-door, I think they're pillarless. It was only pillarless in convertible form. Notable for being one of very few American cars to have right-hand drive wipers, even though they're left-hand drive. An important wiper moment there.
There are only 2 white motors in today.
I know. Look, oh, this is a Continen. It's a Continen.
Oh, okay.
Continen. And then we've got this remarkable Audi A2 that is dressed up to look like a land speed record car. It's extraordinary. Even got the moon discs on it, big spoiler on the back. That is
Wow, that is quite the spoiler.
entirely ridiculous. So we've got a pair here of delicious W123 Mercs. This one's a 300D, so it's got the 5-cylinder diesel engine. I had one of these myself with the automatic gearbox. 88 brake horsepower from that 3-litre 5-cylinder diesel engine. So not rapid, but a lovely car to cruise around in. And now things start getting really silly. Look at this little Spridget. I'm not sure if it's an Austin Healey Sprite or an MG Midget, but it's got the windscreen that can apparently be folded down to this lower position. It's got holes drilled in the wings to enable that. It's been slammed quite considerably. It's got the exhaust just sticking up out of the bonnet. It is very silly and I like it. And look at this little A30 here, done up in John Player special livery. It's got bonnet louvers, looks like a carbon fibre bonnet. It's very, very daft. They say that the Mark 1 Mazda MX-5 was inspired by the Lotus Elan. This one really was. It's very much the Elan style, the nose, the paintwork. That's quite funky. But I'm falling in love with the Volkswagen Type 3 up here. Look at the colour of that. It's magnificent.
Why does
Wow.
it breathe?
Well, the engine's in the back in this. So you breathe through these grills here.
That's a big front then.
Yeah, the engine is under this panel in the back. It's a flat 4 engine.
Wait, is it,
Got American spec rear lights on it.
has it been moved to the back?
No, that's where they were from the factory. It's a bigger Beetle, effectively. And the Volkswagen Polo G40, notable for being supercharged, and also for the fact that Jet, out of TV show The Gladiators, had a Volkswagen Polo G40. Not sure why I know that fact, but I do.
Why would you remember something about Jet?
I have no idea. That was loud. Right, let's carry on. Oh, are you liking the Micra? Pair of Micras actually. They've got the same rear wings on them.
Oh, I do like that interior.
One smoky boy. That's a sticker you need for Chemi.
It's got its own little theatre on the back.
That is some serious cup holder action.
That is cup holder engine.
Oh, look at the logo.
Sorry.
This is a Toyota Aristo that we got as a Lexus GS 300. The Honda Civic Shuttle is one of my favourite cars, based on the 4th generation Civic in this case. Came out way ahead of the Renault Megane Scenic, and same sort of thing, small car but with a high roof, lots of storage space. Also got this crazy Bo Suzuki Toyota here, which I think belongs to David, who runs the show. It's even got the seat covers. So at some point this was a Toyota Mark II, but
Brown.
yeah, oh, the velour.
Oh, brown.
That's astonishing.
It's got a roll cage.
But yeah, it's got all of the stretch and stance. I'm not sure I'd actually like to drive this car, but is nonetheless quite impressive to look at, and that really is the point of the Bo Suzuki style. There is no consideration for how the car drives. It's all about looking cool, just like me. Look at this fantastic Vauxhall Nova. It's obviously ticked every option in the Ermshire catalogue. It's got the wider arches than they even had from the factory. Wow, that's quite insane. Also sold as the Opel Corsa. But yeah, that looks hilarious.
Brilliant.
Very silly. I like it a lot.
I do.
Contender for coolest wheels of the show. There is actually a black section there, but from a distance it looks like it's got one spoke wheels, and that's pretty cool. So Mazda Demio over here. How many of us began with one of these in the game Gran Turismo? It was the first car you could race. Headlamp wiper moment. The beauty of bending wiper arms. Yeah. Oh, you notice some Fords there. That's quite of its day in terms of the mods. I quite like that. Oh, look at the colour of this. That's an amazing colour. That's hovering somewhere between blue and purple. I'm liking that a lot. Look at this Farina here, MG Magnet. That's a very fine looking car. Whoa, hello. It's a Sierra XR8 by the look of it. So South African model, V8 from the factory. And you get the twin rear spoilers. Yeah, XR8, so South African. Come and check out the beauty of these rear spoilers. But unlike the XR4, careful camera lady, where are you going? It's a 5-door body shell. Yeah, the colour of that. Oh, absolutely marvellous. I'm intrigued by the extra lights in the bonnet. Does it count as a bonnet when the engine's at the back? I don't know. And we've got the coupe version over here, the Sunbeam Stiletto. Adorable. Yeah, very funky. Right, that's enough static for now. Let's head up the fence and see what's going around the track. Right, and we're just getting ready for the next sprint in go to Marshalls, and I think the next run will be coming out. So let's see what we got in this lineup. See a Clan Crusader at the start. Marshall's giving it the thumbs up. There he goes. Wow. Yeah. Little Fiesta XR2 coming next. Complete with alien. That sounds rorty in a proper old Ford style-y. Ooh. Wow. That's got more cylinders than stock and a turbo by the sound of it. Another mean little imp. Look at the camber. Wow. Little Mini. It just sounds like a little old Mini.
Oh, bless.
Oh, smoking away there.
Too cute.
Oh, here comes the Clan. Wow. That Porsche 944 is a bit potent. Got a Mazda RX-7, the crazy Batmobile generation. Rotary power and a slightly missed gear change. And the Triumph Stag, I've been waiting to see this. I have no idea what engine this has got in it. I've still got no idea what engine that's got in it. Okay, next group is coming out. Got a Mark II Escort to start. Jeepers! Wow! What's he got in that? But yeah, now we've got a Datsun 240Z Super Samurai. Very rare. Spike was the chap who came up with these. Modified 240Z. I'm liking this group. Ford Capri. Jeepers. Good heavens. Blimey. Oh no, mate. It's gone a bit HubNut. Well done for getting it back. Right, so now we've got two cars in this group. One's a Skyline R33. Which sounds utterly magnificent. And the second vehicle is a beige Renault Traffic camper van. That kind of sums up this event very nicely, really. It is a world of contrasts. There we go. Fair play, sir. Even got the moon discs on it. Enjoy your laps. So there's a break in proceedings at the moment. The cars are lined up, including my friend Alex's 2CV, but they're waiting for the marshals to have their lunch break. Polo Harlequin, very much a Marmite car, owned by the sort of people who would say you don't have to be mad to work here, but I am. But I think they have a lot of appeal. They made them on the production line. They had a specific area where they would mix and match the panels as they came down the production line. I just think it's great. We've got a lovely Dodge van over here as well. Fantastic colour. Volkswagen Corrado G60. Again, that's supercharged. Very mean and moody looking Morris Minor. Just going to see what's under the bonnet. Oh, you'll like it. It's a Ford engine. Wow.
Oh, you've had an engine swap?
Yeah, look at that. That is a fairly serious engine swap. Looks like it's had pretty much everything sort of a swap. It's got coilover for front suspension, all adjustable. That is very mean. Next to it, another BMW M3. Very sharp looking cars. I do like these a lot. Another ex-American Datsun Z. Or Z, I guess, if it's American. He's got a good horn, and he's not afraid to use it. Look how low the engine is in there. I'm scared to get too close to it now in case it sets the horn off again. And then we've got this ridiculously low Ford pickup with camper conversion on the back. I said it couldn't get lower than that Volkswagen. I may have been wrong. I'm pretty sure that wheel is actually tucked up more than is actually possible, but somehow it has happened. It's astonishing. You want to grab a shot of the interior. Oh wow, and look at the gear lever. It looks like a stick of rock. Lovely. Ooh. Lovely. That's magnificent and I love it. Over here we've got a gorgeous little Frog Eye Sprite, so let's go and have a quick look at that. I think it's a bit of a mix. I think there may be some, but you can't fake stuff like that where the red paint is coming through. Just absolutely gorgeous. Of course it's been slammed nice and low, but yeah, they are so cute. And then over here we've got my friend Simon's mildly Bosuzoku Mitsubishi Colt with the fantastic star-shaped exhaust. It has a hole at the top. It is a fully functioning exhaust. Sadly not really legal for road use. And then he's got a bit of artwork on the bonnet as well. And why not? Well, now it's not very HubNut at all. Let's take a quick look at some Exotica. De Tomaso Pantera, often overlooked because it just uses an American V8 engine in the back. Elvis Presley had one. He shot it when it refused to work. But fantastic looking cars, I think. Very striking. There's 3 of them here, which is a pretty unusual sight. And that's what's great about this event. You always get something you just don't expect. And these are marvellous. Nice Honda NSX as well. AC Cobra next to a Ferrari F40. Yeah. And it's not red.
Those ones are like amazingly rare.
Which is pretty cool. We got the A18 van for a start. We got another Rover SD1, Renault 5 GT Turbo. Over here we've got a Renault 5 Maxi Turbo, a pair of Maxi Turbos. The Nissan Bluebird, I think, SSS. That's not one we got here. I think that's probably come over from Australia. I think it's a Bluebird. I could be wrong. 4th generation Civic. Absolutely marvellous cars. Oh, hello. This one's right-hand drive. Right-hand drive is unusual on a Maxi Turbo. Very interesting. We've got a Toyota Cressida, I think it is. No, it's a Corona Mark II Grande. Very bright. Look at the interior. It's incredible.
It is very
Oh yes,
beautiful.
I like that very much.
Oh, room in the back.
It's always good to have a spare, even if it hasn't got a tyre on it. Here's a couple of interesting Germanic cars. We've got a lovely Audi 100 Avant Quattro, might even be a 200, and Golf GTI Country. They did actually jack them up and make them 4-wheel drive, and very, very funky. Ahead of the curve, really, with one of these. I'm not sure how you do getting into it, dear.
Not well.
Yeah. We've even got a high mount rear wheel and very, very 90s. Look, it's got the green rear lights. Yeah, it is a 200 Quattro next to it here, the Avant.
Oh wow.
Hello, hello.
Sorry.
Stop getting distracted by green lights. The 200 Quattro next to a Lotus XL, I believe. TV presenter Rusty Lee used to own a Lotus XL, and full of useless information you didn't need to know. Very nice Mazda RX-7 1st generation. It's an Elford Turbo. So these were modified by the dealer, Elford's, down in Bournemouth, not too far away from here really. And here we go, here is the rotary engine. So Mini HubNut, come over here. Your education must continue. Here is a rotary engine. So it's a twin rotor. Yep, twin rotors. There's one rotor, there's the second rotor.
I'm pretty sure Citroen made a rotary engine, but
They
those
did.
were very, very loyal Citroen.
Yeah, and they tried to buy them all back. There's another Datamaster Pantera here. The Cobra is driving around, sounding quite mischievous. Yeah, lovely mix of cars. And there's a Toyota Corolla over there, a brown one, but I think we saw on our way to Sussex yesterday. And a Honda Beat, another little K car. So if you go and look at that, the Honda Beat is rare for a K car because it's got a 660-ish cc engine at the back, naturally aspirated, so producing the maximum you were allowed of 63 brake horsepower, but you can still tune them up more. Well, yeah, welcome to the show. That's what it's like. You will find stuff lowered that you didn't think could be lowered, like this Honda Acti here. It is splendid and so deliciously brown. That's really nicely done. I mean, it's not the sort of vehicle I would ever want to own. It's just not my cup of tea at all, but I still think it looks absolutely fabulous. Even the headlamp seems slightly slanted to give it a slightly sad face. That's delightful. Let's go and look at other delightful cars. Like this Mazda pickup here. These Mazda pickups were sold in America with a rotary engine. Roadkill had one that had an Oldsmobile engine and transaxle in the back. It sadly got stolen. This one appears to have a fairly modern BMW engine. So it's a great thing about this event. You're never entirely sure what's lurking under a bonnet. It's in beautiful condition. Early Beetle with an oval rear window, a Nissan POW. Oh, I knew Miss HubNut would be all over the POW.
Oh god.
It's not often a Citroen AX looks outcuted, but I think it has been here.
Sadly, on this occasion, I would say yes.
Yeah. So one of my favourite cars here, a little Innocenti. It's effectively a rebodied Mini. Innocenti was like the Italian arm of British Leyland. They went their own way. They developed this super cute little hatchback body on Mini subframes and running gear. So if we look under the bonnet, we find the A-Series engine with the in-sump gearbox. This one apparently an OAP. Osborne Automotive Preparation, so it looks immaculate in there. Absolutely lovely. I have driven one of those, but later on, for some reason, they fitted Daihatsu engines. Sorry, Miss HubNut getting distracted by a Ford Fiesta here, as is often the way. So they had Daihatsu running gear in, and I've driven one of those. It is on the channel somewhere in the annals of the history. There seems to be an awful lot of W123 Mercs here this year, but again, the ethos of retro rides, absolutely bone stock estate, next to a somewhat modified and very low estate, looking all the lower next to a stock one, because they had quite high ground clearance. They were designed for battering across roads in Africa. Very tough cars, but yeah, very, very deliciously brown. Mini 1275 GT, that's looking very, very funky. I do like a square nose Mini. And we've got some very nice 2CVs as well. We'll work our way through to the 2CVs. This one dates from about 1974, which is about the time they started importing them back into the UK again. Although this one's a left-hand drive. And then I think this one belongs to Josh Ward, quite famous in the 2CV world for being silly slammed and full of all the necessary tat that you must have on top of your roof rack. But looking cool nonetheless. Oh yes, yeah, they actually came from the factory like that. Not the door cards, but the seat covers. Very, very factory. I had a down with a green version of that seat material, which was very nice. But yeah, I think that's about us done walking around. Oh, the MX-5. So you're going to have a closer look. Yes. It's got square or rectangular even headlamps. That is very, very, very low. It's turbocharged as well.
I'm surprised they just didn't go all out with 2 turbochargers instead of lights.
Yeah, that's very silly, and I think that's where we're going to end this segment. So we will now head back for some more race action. Let's just check the time. We are a few minutes away from the track action recommencing, so let's go and watch. So we're just waiting for the next session to start again. So I thought I'd tell you a bit about this 2CV because it belongs to my mate Alex de Vries. I think he's got a Facebook page about this car, but I probably should have remembered the name of. It's got BMW motorbike engine, supercharged, and can produce up to 200 brake horsepower, but apparently he's got it tuned for 160 here. He's a bit worried about it overheating because it's a hill climb car. It's also actually his first car. So it started as an entirely stock 2CV, and he's been doing it up steadily ever since he got it, really. Pete Sparrow did a lot of the work on the car. It's got a beefed up gearbox with a limited slip diff, and yeah, it's just extraordinary. And this car has had some serious bad luck this year. He's been trying to get it ready again, and at one point a roofer fell through the roof of the garage where it was being worked on, and it crushed all the roof in, so he's had to get that sorted out, and then someone drove into the back of it. So yeah, it's not entirely gone to plan for Alex this year. He's just warming the engine up, but I think we can say this is probably going to get a fair old shift on. Here they go.
Well, it's not going as fast as they can because they have to stay behind the...
Yeah, this is their cycling lap. Oh, Janetta. There's the dulcet tunes of Paul Venners in the background there. Oh yes, the Cappuccino has been followed by the Honda Beat. Oh, the noises.
Yeah.
Oh, there goes Chaz. Oh, brilliant. That looks entirely povo. So they're just going out to get a feel for the track, find out how to get into the entrance. This is what Tuck did last year. Ooh, that HWM sound. Jeepers. Renault Clio. This is all the cars that will take part in the afternoon session. VTEC Yo.
Yes.
Ford Anglia.
Yeah, but wasn't that what a rally was?
We should have
Yeah.
had Dad. He would have loved this.
Look at this Mark 1 Golf. And still they're coming. Oh, we got a Mustang. Well, here comes Toyota Celica. Uno Turbo.
Yes.
That one's had an engine swap.
Oh, he's not even revving it yet. Here goes the imp. Nicely done, sir.
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh, I'm missing Sherry now.
Yeah.
All that smoke.
Jeepers. Oh, smell the burning rubber. And then we got the Honda Accord last in the queue.
Just listening to those engines.
Yeah. Oh. What an unlikely trio. And next. That sounds nice. Watch this TVR Cerberus go.
Oh, yeah.
Pop. That's got some big turbocharger action going on.
Yeah, but we don't.
Oh, sorry, but it does sound fantastic. It's utterly drowning out Maranello over here. Oh, we've come for a slightly different angle, the other side of the track to watch some of the action. There's Renault 5, Maxi Turbo. That thing is quick. It just did a very smoky burnout. Sadly, we're nowhere near the pit entrance at this point. But I can see the speedy imp is just heading into the chicane, so I'll wait for that to come through. Jeepers, 3 wheels. I think we can call that committed. And here comes Alex in the 2CV. He's having to take it a bit earlier. He had a warning about noise levels, so he hasn't been giving it quite the beans I was expecting. But here he comes into the chicane. Yeah, to be fair, that's quite loud. Yeah, whoa, yeah. I can see why he's been getting in trouble. So, good times. See? Super Impressors do sound good. Oh, well held, sir. Oh, they're going for it now. Now they're on their second run. Oh. Exciting. Look at the beat, leaning on it hard. Does 660cc ever look like more fun? Committed. There's a BMW E36 Estate just coming out of the chicane. No idea what's in it, but it sounds immense. Oh, that's V8.
Apparently we have to see another car
Ooh.
now.
That's a lot of smoke. Oh, we've got to wait for the Fiat.
Apparently we have to see another
Supercharged
car.
MX-5.
Wants to.
Oh, okay. Miss HubNut wants to watch the Fiat Uno. We want to go and get ice cream, but the action's so good we can't leave. Here comes a BMW O2, pushing it hard. Yeah, they're lovely cars. Time for more lovely V8 noises. And HWM Cadillac. Yeah, he was having a good old slide there. Chaz being chased by the big V8.
The blue Mustang.
Tank slapper!
Wobble. Wow.
Yeah, that was good. Proper tank slapper. Blimey, wheel spin going into third, I think, there. Lovely. And into the chicane comes the red Povo Spec Mark III Escort, right on the limits of adhesion. Fair play, sir. And just for Miss HubNut, we've got the Fiat Uno. Over 200 brake horsepower in this one. "210 brake horsepower," Miss HubNut corrects me, thank you for that. There's the Maxi Turbo over there, which is definitely very potent, but I think we've seen enough of that one. But I want to see this Golf that's coming around, because it sounds like it's got a 5-cylinder engine in it.
Your cushion car clubs.
Oh.
The main man behind it is going to
That's
tell
a
me his
nice
name, 'cause
noise.
I haven't asked that yet. And
Oh, that sounds a bit different to our Sierras. Magnificent. But I think that's where we're going to end this one. People are leaving, but I understand it's going to be a busy day tomorrow as well. So yeah, thank you, Retro Ride. It's been amazing. Should we go and get ice cream? Yay!